In episode 2, Angel Batista teaches Dexter how to dance salsa.
As long as you have a heartbeat, you can dance.
He pulled it off because he fooled me. It really looked like he couldn't dance.
Just move like me.
It was hilarious. I still don't know if he can actually dance.
Dexter's first crime scene was, in fact, the first scene where all of us were together. You know, you had James as, Batista with his hat on and the vest and, the shoulder gun in the little holster over there.
So excited for my first crime scene.
Dempsey as the captain with the little gray streak and the sunglasses and SMG.
Tiny but mighty. And don't you forget it.
I won't.
Queen of forensics doing her thing over there, and then young, Alex playing Masuka.
I think that was when I really started to realize, oh, we're actually making this. We're literally going to these crime scenes as these characters. It was a really great bonding time with the cast. That was really one of the first times we all got to be together.
That was my first time with everyone. That was my first day. It was probably 100 degrees, which I know is very Miami, but I am not used to working outside in 100 degrees. But it just felt very Dexter, everything about it.
It felt like Christmas morning. And I have been a good boy.
We kind of make fun of Dexter a little bit because he had the whole thing figured out.
Okay, Morgan, tell him your hypothesis.
I think my line is, sure, yeah, we never would have guessed if it wasn't for the... we would have never known that Vic got shot at close range except for the gunpowder burned in the middle of his forehead. I remember not being able to say that line for like 4 times. It's because I was a little bit excited about this being such a iconic scene.
The one thing I do remember about that day that I thought was so beautiful was our art department painted the most beautiful mural on the side of the wall that was very Miami in color and texture, and we left it. And now this street, in downtown LA has this beautiful mural, and essentially it means Dexter was here.
The family dynamics are really beautifully drawn and very detailed and intimate. Doris has passed away, their mum, recently in the show, and there is massive space left where she inhabited. So there's a lot of father-son dynamic with Dexter and Harry. And Dexter's a pretty demanding young son.
Hey, don't worry. If anyone knows how powerful urges can be, it's me.
I don't think we should compare. How was school, sweetie?
Small talk? Pass. I'll let you get back to your father-son time.
He requires a lot of time, and Deb kind of gets left out in that.
In episode 2, I am literally outside watching them for a good chunk of the scene. And so I'm seeing them, and I'm like, I want to be in that room too, guys.
Don't tell your sister.
You know how many fucking times I've heard "don't tell your sister" in the last year alone? You're welcome. I feel so much like Deb all the time. Even in my own family, there's been times where I'm like, wait, you guys have a group chat that I'm not in too? Like, what's going on? Fine. You can enjoy a romantic dinner for 2. In friendships as well, I'm not trying to turn this into a therapy session. No, I do personally believe no one is ever trying to make me feel bad, but sometimes I feel bad.
I love the way they shot it. It's almost like we're the Ghostbusters or something, where we have this grand entrance into Las Palmitas restaurant, which is a bar restaurant that Batista's a regular in. I almost wanted the shot to be in slow-mo. This is his spot, his turf.
Hey, Dex, grab a table while we order. Oh, do you know what you want?
Cubano sandwich.
We see him order his first Cuban sandwich, the infamous 2, always 2.
Make it, dos.
Everybody knows Dexter loves to eat.
Those.
In the scene, he gets his sandwich and he bites it and he's like, and we're all looking at him like, and then there's no meat in the Cubano. So we had to do that a bunch of times, and I think Patty was very smart and had a bucket on the side, just spit the bread out every take.
No. That's a really sore point there. I do it. So they give you the option of a spit bucket. Nothing kind of kills the flow of a scene like a Romanesque spit bucket in the middle of the thing. So I like to eat it. I have eaten more on camera than I've ever eaten in real life, and a real variety of cuisines. I think in one day, I had a scene where I was snarfing steak, or as Dexter would say, eating with enthusiasm, not snarfing. Just an enormous amount of steak, and then it was donuts, same day. Steak and donuts, the Dexter diet.